Michael says test. Mitch Yieldeming says test. Duardo says 123 testing. Duardo says, hey John, I'm good and you?
Yo, what's up? Yo! How's it going, gang? Appreciate everybody for being here. Welcome back to the stream. How's everybody doing? I hope you're well. Welcome back in. Let's vibe out for a sec.
Bryden says, you.
Hey!
Lemery says, they.
Vibe with me, guys. Vibe with me. Let's vibe for a second. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's take a little vibe here. Come on. Let's walk. Think around the block. Trip around the block. Let's walk the dog. Let's walk the dog. All right. Let's bring it in here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far.
I actually had a question for you. I think I am going to start YouTube videos about ML because you have inspired me. Any tips in general?
Nice, dude. All right, you guys. I appreciate you being here and joining me. Today is a great Thursday, May 15th, 2025. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Welcome back into the stream. Drop a thumbs up, big smash. If you're here, smash it up. Push it up. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me once again. We are going to be taking a look at a new project today. Well, we first need to do a couple of things. We need to do a couple of we need to do a couple of what's it called? A couple of housekeeping. We need to sweep. We need to do some dusting. We need to do some housekeeping on a couple of our repos. We have some an issue review that we need to do on our small business manager. I was contacted about and submitted this morning, so we can get some more people to participate in the community version. We need to also just do an update and add in our website project that we just completed, our portfolio website to our actual website. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. And then we can go ahead and take focus on our new project of spectroscopy. So we're going to do something similar to the chromatography project and the same kind of concept of plotting various chemical simulations and experiments, but this time shifting from chromatography, which happens to be with solvent interactions with various compounds, their polarity, solubility, and things like that, interplaying with a interactions on some sort of medium and whatnot. But this time we're going to be dealing with the excitation of various substances or whatnot, the excitation via a concentrated light source through the spectroscopy absorption, or absorption spectroscopy. So this is going to be a cool experiment. It's a pretty simple concept. It sounds a lot more daunting than it is, but I think it will be cool for us to kind of mimic and display here, at least in our own way. So I really appreciate you guys for being here. We're going to get into that here in shortly, but let's go ahead and get into some housekeeping. Let's get caught up on the chat here. Vibes are immaculate. Nice. How's it going, Tim? Welcome in. Lemery, how's it going? Appreciate you. Brayden, yo, what's going on, dude? Eduardo, how's it going, man? Brayden says, I actually had a question for you. I think I'm going to start doing YouTube videos about machine learning because you have inspired me. Any tips in general? Nice, dude. Yeah, that sounds super fun. That sounds awesome, man. And tips in general, I would just say, just keep consistent. I've been doing this every single day, and the grind's been a slow and steady growth, but it hasn't been some like crazy overnight thing like some like YouTube channels have been or have seen growth like that. I didn't come into with any following prior like a soccer player or nothing like the football, but I would say I went into this with no expectations, and so whatever happened, and I just wanted to have fun. So that's what I would also advise you to do. Hey AZ, how's it going? Welcome in.
How long have you been doing this for?
Yeah, I've been teaching myself how to program for about 11 months now, and I've been doing everyday streams for about 6.
Because I know Mike woke up this morning and had serious regrets.
Dude, you're telling me I was cooked this morning. I was late to work and everything. It really messed me up, let me tell you. But it's okay. I got all my stuff done, and we live and we learn. Anywho, let's go ahead and go to our GitHub here.
Lemery says nice.
Okay, so we need to go to the Small Business Manager community version here. So we got a notification here. All right, from Mr. Arorazer. Renaming aux to anything else not in the image below would likely fix this issue. IDE indexing is also broken for any function inside this file. Okay. So do not use the following reserved names for the name of a file. Aux. Okay, so we do have aux as our auxiliary function file. Okay. Let's go ahead and so this is an open issue review. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Should I give it an issue number? Issue recognized, assigned, issue 001, issue number 001.
Says, boys, let's get Mike to 2,100 subs today.
Yeah, sub up. Let's go. We're almost there. 16 away, my friends. 16 away. You guys are awesome. Assign issue 001. Working. Okay, so let's go here and open up our small business manager here. We haven't opened up this in a while. All right, so the problem here, let's go get status on this bad boy. We're on our dev branch. Let's go check out main. Okay, so this is our old one. So we're gonna need to also push dev to main or merge dev to main this go around because dev currently has the new features on it of the automatic file loading in the local files of the operating system and stuff. How's it going, video gamer? Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you being here. We're good. Check out dev here. Okay, let's go get branch. Check out -b dev. I'll say issue number 001. Okay, so now we're going to, now we're checked out this branch for our recent bug. Okay, sweet. Oh, wait. Why do I have the business info JSON here? Oh yeah, this is right. It's supposed to be like this. Yeah, okay, so it's, yeah.
Eduardo says, how can we do this, Tim?
Sub along, my friend. Sub along. Okay. Git checkout issue 001. Okay. Here we go. We're official. We're official. Okay, so we need to rename this app.py file, or sorry, our auxiliary.py file that's in here. So where are we calling auxiliary py? Are we calling it in here? Classes, business class. No. So if I
2020 says, not even kidding. Today forger to jihad and surprise Pikachu faced when a lot of my new files were missing from my commit. Umayo.
We'll just name this aux functions.py. Okay. Okay, so that auto renamed all of those files. Okay, let's go. Let's see if this works still. Ready? Import balance sheet for a partially initialized module tabs balance sheet most likely due to circular
says,
import.
hello Michael, how you doing?
Uh-oh. 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 It's broken! Why can't I run here? Can I import name, quote, balance sheet? On what page? On app.py? Import error. Oop. No, we do not mean to do that. Let's open up our best friend here. Our teacher. Let's throw in our error here. Trying to import balance sheet from tabs balance sheet, but that module is already in process of being loaded because it imports something that's directly.
Smithy says, bro, don't forget your coffee.
Here comes try to resolve this or reorganize the apps to avoid speaking. If you're checking balance sheet account and reorganize.
John says you might have to update the imports on the other files.
It auto updated these. What if I go to, hold on, where was that one file at? App data. Application support. Hey, 100 followers. Thanks so much for 100 followers on Twitch. You guys are awesome. Woo! Yeah, baby, yeah. You guys remember how we got to application support? Hold on, let's go to our, so it goes to library dot application support. That's what I thought I clicked on. I think it was hard to find it last time. App name, small business manager. Applications, library, application support, script editor, Adobe Pro Apps, GarageBand. PDFs, installer, graphic, Google fonts, file system extensions. Application support. What's in the repos? How do you remember how to get there, Tim? We were trying to find it last time. So, application, it was Macintosh, users, Michael Timmy, shared, system, library. It's this library, application support, but it's not in here. How do we get there again? I forgot. Okay, so you have a circular import going on. So laptop power opening balance sheet is balance sheet here.
CPN says, are you stuck on something?
Yeah. Balance. So class balance sheet. This is my balance sheet tab. I'm importing all from here. Can I import the name balance sheet on line 5 of app.py here? From her 110 followers already? That was fast. That was quick. Oh, that was a new goal. I think. Okay, so we're trying to figure out initialize module tabs dot balance sheet tab. Tabs dot balance sheet tab. So here aux functions.
CPN says look up circular import maybe.
Yeah, I mean, balance sheet tab. If you share the relevant parts of balance sheet tab.py from the file you're importing it, check balance sheet tab.py and see any files it imports. See if it imports the module you're working on, for example. This is just taking in the balance sheet. And then in app.py, we're creating a balance sheet with the balance sheet tab. Then I have a where's my balance sheet tab? Or balance sheet class. Do I not have one? This means Python is trying to import a file, but it gets stuck in a loop because files are importing each other at the same time. Find the loop. Open this file. Business sheet tab.py. Look at the top of the file to see if there's something like this. There's not. Functions. Just daytime on this one. Let me go git, check out, main. If I run here, I get the same error on main too. Git, check out. Yeah. Okay, so then move the import so let's see, in DB manager class, am I importing it anywhere here? No. Importing balance sheet from tab balance sheet.py. Oh boy. This is my balance sheet tab. Expense cons.
The Shujabyte says hello.
Hey, how's it going? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it.
John says, do you need app in front of the tab X imports?
The file is importing everything at the top, including all this, but in balance sheet tab, you're passing income statement tab. You're passing it in income statement tab as an argument. The strongest is balance sheet tab. Alright. Why is inventory tab inputting all? Module not found main. Can I import name balance sheet tab and partition size module? Line 5. That's coming from here. On line 6. Still didn't do it. So from tabs, import balance sheet. Line 5 of this. Line 6 of this, we're importing classes funcs.py. Balance sheet is never coming from here though. I don't get it. Does funcs.py import anything from app.py? No. So if you take all of these and put it into here and run that. App.class app is not a package. There we go. Okay, so now let's go back to app. Let's move these back. Ah, okay, now we're back. We're back. Woo! We got it. Okay, we're back. All right. So let's go git add, git commit, fix issue 001. We rename our box.py to funcs. Git checkout dev. So if you run on dev here, you work. But then if I rename this to test and run, now I get that error. Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay, so that was literally it. Was the file? It auto changed it, but it didn't like the. I was accessing app first. Okay. Hey, boss, how's it going? I have the TTS on. Why isn't it working? Why didn't it work?
Mitch Ildeman says test.
Should be working. Okay. So now where are we? Git status. We're on dev. Okay, so git merge issue 001. Woo! Okay, now we're going to go git push. That'll push dev up. Okay. And then we'll do this. Git checkout. Git merge dev. Can I add a comment on a merge? And you click on merge purpose. Git merge feature print.
Shradha says please guys help me.
auto db local file creation in OS local docs, local files. No more user path input. Aux.py renamed to funcs.py for it per issue 001. AutoDB local file creation in OS local files. Okay. Sweet, you guys. Okay, let's go here to the small business manager. We just pushed to here. So now we should have in our app.py here in main, we should have classes. This is still as app.py. Oh, did I not push? I gotta push. Alright, we pushed. There we go. So now if you go classes, funcs.py. Okay, so let's go to that issue review. Let's write a comment here. Thank you. Or say issue 001 fixed rename. We'll say fixed on commit. How do I reference the commit? How do I ref the commit of a bug fix for a issue comment? How's it going, Strata? Welcome in. Okay, how do I get the commit? Let's go to the code here. Okay, so this is the commit here. Let's go to the issue. I'll move this back up. On commit here. Thank you for your feedback. Please let me know if this fixes your issues on Windows. I look forward to seeing what you add. Michael. All right, we closed that issue review. Let's go. Gotta leave some likes for that one. Woo! All right.
Says, yo, did you start with streaming or did you begin with YouTube videos?
I started with both, I guess. I just started streaming myself reading Python Crash Course every single day after work. A couple people popped in here and then, and literally just kind of snowballed. One person here, one person there, two people, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. And then as soon as I kind of got 10, and then I got like 10, I got like 15, and now we kind of sit around 15, 20 usually a given night, which is really awesome. It's like kind of like think about that. That's like having a entire like, high school classroom with you every night. So it's a lot of people. It's awesome. It works now, John. Nice. All right.
Tim says, Professor, the chat on the screen is frozen, I think.
Oh, why? Why?
Bob has donated 2,500 gold and says, looking good, this is a test message.
2,500 gold? Dang. Why is it frozen? I'm gonna try it now.
Michael says test.
There we go. Just gotta refresh the cache. Refreshing the cache. Alright, we got that fixed. Woo! Oh, boom, 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 boom! Alright, let's move on. If you guys haven't yet.
He says that feeling when you forget to add your depths to darkjit ignore.
Hey, go Guppy, how's it going?
Go Guppy says you get all node modules.
What's your guys' for those of you guys that are devs? What's your guys' like most like your biggest facepalm moment? Not that you've been, but you've seen happen like in the field. What have you seen someone do like push onto main or put like or something without do? What was the biggest facepalm you've seen like someone do like a mistake wise or just like bruh?
Says, definitely conflicted git merges breaking everything.
Conflicted git merges.
Go Guppy says having to re-establish a branch.
Is that because they didn't pull before they started adding new features?
Tim says Vasipum, not adding any comments and I have to schedule a 1 hour Zoom. Go Guppy says essentially. Essentially? So they started just adding features and then you started adding features and you're trying to push them all at once and everybody's out of sync? No doc streams? That's me. That's me. Pause. You guys haven't given the small business manager community a star yet. We've got 0 stars on this guy. Go throw it a star, you guys. Come on, at least give us like 3 stars here. Come on. I'm out here like begging with my cup. Star. 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 Star on my GitHub. The average CS major now. Any stars you can put on my GitHub. Brutal. Feels bad. CS majors. Okay, what else did we need to do today? What did we need to do today? We needed to, what was next? We wanted to, we got one. We got one. Let's go. Slow says Starfiend. Tim says average English major. Spare change. Mum?
I'm going to, let's go to the issue that was added here. Let's see the one that was closed. Aurora Sor. You did it. Issues, in my opinion, are contributing. So I'm going to go ahead and add you to the contributors. Onto dev. So git check out dev Okay, so I'm pushing up just a addition to contributors here. So if you want to, um, is this you, John? Is this John? Thought they messaged me in Discord. Maybe not.
John says yeah.
Okay, John, do you want your an alias here besides your username, or do you want just your username on GitHub? Aurora Sear. Do you want John Doe, or do you want?
John says that was me on Discord.
Xenotime? Do you want Xenotime here? Do you want John, or what do you want? Your name, or what do you like as your stamp on the project? Let me know what you would prefer, Mr. John, man. Alright, I'll assume you just want it here. I'm adding, so speak now, forever hold your peace, Mr. John. Alright, I'm assuming we're good. Alright. Added as per issue. All right, so next merge we do on main, that'll go into effect. So thanks so much for doing that. I'm also going to on dev. I'm going to create here a logs.md build logs. All right, and we'll say this is going to be small business manager community build logs. I'll say here 5/15/2025 merged dev into main. Added, these are like overarching, these are when you merge into main, like big changes, right? Added auto DB file creation for user OS detection and internal file baked. In local files, right, removing need for user to manually input path of db file into source code. And then we added a second feature here of just fixed major issue, issue 001, app.py or aux.py, auxiliary functions renamed to funcs.py to avoid Windows OS collision on when did you get the error? Was it on a branch or a fork? To avoid Windows collision on whatever, that's fine. And then I'm going to sign this. All right. So we'll go git add here, git commit, add logs.md for build log track on large on merges. All right, that's all the work I'm going to do on the Small Business Manager today. So if you'd like to contribute to the Small Business Manager and add features, potentially revamp the stylings, the code style, the error and any potential errors or refactoring, please do so. Just know that you have to work on the dev branch and then try to merge that into dev with a pull request, but I think I have it set up so where I'm the only one that can actually merge into main at the moment. All right. Cool. So that takes care of that housekeeping item. That's super awesome. Let's see, do we get any more stars? Wow, still stuck at number 1 over here. All right. We want to now add an additional project. So let's go here to, we want to open up the MD portfolio website. Okay, here we are. Let's go here, get status. Okay, we're on main, so let's go get checkout dev on our portfolio site. Okay, let's go and cd my React app, npm run dev. And we can open up their local host instance here. All right. Cool. So I want to we have a project section here. Nice. So we need to add in a new project. So let's go to our thing here. Go to Azish terminal, Azish. Git branch or checkout dash B. We'll call this branch portfolio project add. Okay, now let's go here and let's go add a project. So on the project section or the project page, we have a project here. So our most recent project, we're going to copy down basically this project down, and we're going to change the name to professional portfolio website.
Coach says, did you just use CS50 for React or another resource?
I watched about half of the Bro Code 4-hour video on React. I just put it on in the background on my hour commute to work, and I've listened to about half of it. And then this is what we were able to come up with so far. So there's still some more complex, more JavaScript related things I need to learn about it, but who wants to learn JavaScript, am I right? Okay, professional portfolio website. A clean and responsive portfolio website for working professionals wanting to display featuring partial resume, personal blog, and project showcase, and community pages. A clean and responsive portfolio website for working professionals featuring partial resume, personal blog, project showcase, and community pages. A multi-page a clean and responsive multi-page portfolio website. Multi-page portfolio website for working professionals featuring a partial resume, personal blog, project showcase, and community.
Tim says, Mike, when are you signing up for a data science course?
Data science course? You got any in mind that we should take a stab at?
Tim says, or bioinformatics.
You have any that we should take a stab at all? So if I remove this link, I just get an error here, right? Or just nothing's there right now. So
Tanmay
that's okay.
Says, hey, Michael.
Hey, Tanmay, how's it going? So I actually got started on that project today at work, and like I said in the Discord, is I coded in Python for about 2.5, 3 hours today at work, working on this project, starting it off, building some classes, starting to extract CSV files for getting the data I want, how I'm like structuring how I want to organize the data in those CSVs to get them out appropriately. What's the easiest way to have users be able to repeat that kind of CSV layout so they can just quickly make that file and then spit it into the system. So I went over that today, and I got, I have a main base class, abstract kind of base class. I have a child that inherits from that to add on some more features, and then a nested subclass within there to add on basically an array of what it's tested for, what that specific constituent is tested for. And then I'm going to start, I'm going to read a CSV file to then populate and create these objects and then fill in all that cascade or that panel of testing, basically, based on the data information in the CSV. And so then I'll be able to just kind of recreate my current math just with the code. And then once I do that, I can start to automate the process. So hopefully I can get this project going. It's pretty cool. And if I can really, it's definitely possible to do. And if I can be successful in getting something, a proof of concept at least, and a working prototype for something that could actually be of use to save time, money, and accuracy, more in precision and quality of products via a custom software or proprietary, that's huge, like, for the company. And like I could probably leverage my way into a new title, honestly. Like, I was thinking about it and being like, I no longer encompass my current title. I bring skills on above and beyond that what is currently listed in my job description. Like, I would probably request some sort of bioinformatics title, change, in like kind of giving ho for this tool and all this effort, because I'm putting in quite a lot of hours.
Can you prepare group Discord page, your YouTube channel?
Dude, I have one. You've asked me that like 4 times. I have one. It's linked down below, dude. You can join it. Welcome. All right. So this is built in not Python. This was going to be built with React. Is it React JS or is it just React? React, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But isn't React just all of these together, basically? Um, right, we where did we launch at? I forgot. Was it it was on Vercel, yeah.
Tim says Mike about to tell his manager he wants to be put into bioinformatics or he's requesting a trade.
You got to know sometimes if you're able to be successful and do these large scale projects, you need to know your worth as a individual, and put yourself up for those titles and things, because honestly no one else will. Even if you get shot down and told no, right? Like, you have to do it yourself, or it's no one will basically care. We want to get my portfolio website here. Repo link, project release date. So I need a video. I actually don't have a link either to the actual project.
Tim says BTW, I think you can look on Coursera or edX and find a data science or bioinformatics course. I have one specifically in mind. Tanmay says crazy how I've watched you learn Python from December to now working on large-scale meaningful projects.
Thanks, Tammy. That's awesome. Yeah, isn't that so cool? Like, it's just I honestly, I just really attribute it to our hard work here, all of us together on stream day after day, coming in and just putting our worries and our cares beside us and our struggles, and just focusing on the learning. Um, Hopefully within the next 6 or so months that we can have even more to showcase and potentially finish this project and maybe move into a new position or role within a more programming related thing. But it's just awesome. I just really appreciate all you guys being here and hanging out with me and supporting me. I'll support you guys, and I just love networking and hanging out and making new friends with you guys. It's super fun. So I currently don't have actually links for them to visit the site anywhere, right? Or here either. So let's go project. So in the project, I have the project video. So below the project description, I'm going to put a anchor tag, which will be href. Now, how did I do that before? In my GitHub section, I have a button here. On click, it goes to this. Opens up this. Window open. So then if I say I'm gonna add a link just with an anchor tag with the href. I was right. Come on, Mike, trust yourself. Express yourself.
Code says CMF by. Code says nothing.
Okay, so we'll say this will be props dot website URL. And this is going to be props dot website URL as well, right? So let's go into the projects. I'm going to add in a website URL equal to michaeldeming.com. I guess we'll give a label here and just say live website. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't mind. That doesn't look too bad. I like that. And if I visit this, what's going on here? Okay. So then I'll go here back to the project and I'll give a website URL. To chromoplot.com as well. Okay. And then I'll give some styling. Well, what if I go like, what if I say like just visit site here? So let's go project. Anchor. It's not going to be the website URL. It's going to be visit site. I don't know how should I do this, you guys? What do you think I should say? Just link. Or with the actual repo. Like I had before. Just gonna give a style. Homoplot.com, michaeldeming.com. So then I'm going to go to my style, my project. Height. 500. It'll stay hard stuck at 500 pixels. So then if I go here, good. Okay. So then let's go to our projects. Let's convert let's convert our small business manager project, not the repo link, into the website URL. So it'll take them right to the GitHub. And then we'll do the same thing for here, website URL. Website URL. That one doesn't have one. Okay. Cool. Small Business Manager community. React, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, I'll have to make a video for that one, but that's it for that. Okay, so we have 5 projects now on our page. I'll have to make a demo video, and it appropriately goes down. Let's just check to make sure with inspect. That looks really good. Okay, let's push this up. Status. What am I on? Portfolio project add. Okay, git checkout dev. Git merge that. already up to date.
Code says, "Hey Mike, what are we working on today?"
Hey, how's it going? Code by Chris. What's going on, my friend? I'm just chilling. I'm just doing some kind of housekeeping on our projects here, just to yeah. Oh, we'll go like that. We didn't commit. We had to commit. So git add, git commit, add port professional portfolio website to projects page. Added site URL and styling. Okay. Good. So let's go like this. Status. Okay, let's go git checkout dev git merge that git push that git checkout main git merge dev git push git status git branch. So how to delete a branch after merging. What if I never pushed the branch to the remote? So we'll go git branch delete portfolio add git branch. Okay, now it's gone. Git status up to date. Cool. And that looks fine. So now if we go to michaeldeming.com, go to projects, updated. So we just need to add in that additional why is there spacing here? Not here. Margin bottom 0. Why is this here? Project. If I go here and I just add a bunch of text to the CLI one. No, there's still a gap. Why is there a gap there? But there's not on these ones and on this one. Well, there's a gap on this one too.
Tim says 2090 subs, Mike, we did it.
Hey, thank you guys so much for 2090. You guys are awesome. You guys are here, leave a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys being here so much. Let's copy this and see. The small under my H2 on some of my projects is not right below the H2, but on some it is. Different elements be different. UCS says instead of inline styles. Inline styles can get messy. Project title. So we'll say project. So if I'm gonna get rid of this style here. Am I on main or am I on dev? So let's just go like this. Let's remove the inline style here. Let's remove the inline style here. Let's remove the inline style here as well. And then we'll remove the inline style here as well. Okay. So we need to add a class name equal to project languages. This would be project title. Okay. And this is going to be class name project release. So let's go over to our index here. Go to our find our projects, which is right here. We're going to go to project title. We're going to say margin bottom 0. Dot project languages margin top 0. Display block margin bottom 1 rem. So I'll go to dot project release text align right. Let's say dot project URL margin bottom 1 rem. Let's go to the project. Project URL. So then if I go project, like there's definitely more spacing here. So let's go here, let's go like this. Let's inspect this here, find out what's happening here. So the project, this purple is on the project, just spacing evenly. .32 pixels, padding on this one. Okay, so then I need to go over to my project here and put these in a, drop these in a div here. Project title and languages are going to go into its own div container called class name project top. Display flex align item or version column. It's got the project top. It's happening because my project is display flex column space evenly, so the spacing is slightly different depending on content. Enable spacing. Use gap instead of justify content. Let's get rid of this. Here. Get rid of this. Justify content. Gap. 0.5. If I say like 20, doesn't do anything. column. Justify content. No. Project. Fix it. So it wants us to add a gap in the dot project, but that didn't do anything. Flex direction column gap 4.5 rem. Oh, this is the wrong one I'm looking at. That's why. Idiot. I was looking at the wrong thing the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Tanmay says, looking at you revamping your website, I spent a couple of days revamping mine too.
So actually, let's remove justify content space evenly. I'm gonna go back to
Sir
the
says,
project.
I want yo learn Python.
I'm gonna go here and go. I'm gonna bring that div back.
Sir says Python.
Hey dude, how's it going? Class name, projects, top.
Tim says, welcome to the graveyard shift, boys.
There we go. Now it does it. There we go. Now that's even spacing because it's wrapped in this div now. Now if I go dot project top display flex direction column gap 0. Nice. And now if we inspect, and go here, all of those sizings are the same now. There's no more gap now. So I'm gonna go also, let's go to this div projects top, say margin top 0. How do I go here? That looks good. There we go, that looks good. Okay, so now we have this even spacing on all of these. The languages are come right below that, and even perfect right below it. And then you have a section, and then the link, and then the video, and the copyright. Now in this section, the copyright is lower. Why? That's because this isn't as long. So then we'll say .project URL, release a text line, text.
Vladinator says, hello brother, been a while since I've had a chance to join, and I start college June 30th for cyber security. Was gonna do software engineer but decided against it. Have you messed with anything cyber? As says you could try a white shadow for the cards on hover.
Yeah, I have that. So how can I get this right? Because if I don't have enough text here, it doesn't squish this all the way down.
As says a white shadow, not black.
You wouldn't be able to see a white shadow. Everything's white. I need some contrast. It's not black. It's like a darker gray. Because I have a lighter shadow on it right now, like a white, like a lighter gray. If I say gap 0.5. See, then it's completely. So that's why I have to justify content. Space between to push these out. Oh, there we go. I think that did it. Okay. Now if I go inspect here, they're all right there on the edge. Perfect. And perfect. Yep, that's good. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. We just got to record a video and then that'll be done. So let's go here to our
As says inverse contrast can be eye-catching with interaction. Subtle changes draw attention when user interaction causes them.
Get status. I'm on main. I'm on main. Why am I on main?
As says, but I'm not a designer, lol.
Okay. Check out. Already on. Oh, get. Check out. Commit dash m. Fixed project card style spacing. Okay, and then we'll merge that in. Okay. Now if we go to michaeldeming.com. Come on. There we go. Nice. So all our copyright symbol looks good. And then we just need to add the video here next. And we have this links, which are nice. Woo! All right, you guys. Really appreciate you guys being here and joining me for this stream. I'm gonna cut this one a little bit earlier at 1 hour and 45 minutes today. I streamed for over 5 hours yesterday, doing live coding, finishing up the project, the website, and the styling and whatnot. So and then today we spent the first half fixing the issue review on our small business manager community open source project, and then we added in our project here. So that's pretty nice. So tomorrow then we'll have to get into the spectroscopy. So tomorrow we'll get into the spectroscopy project and start that up. I'll do some research in my free time. The last hour I have here before I go to bed, I'll do some research regarding spectroscopy and how I want to set up the project so we can move pretty quick tomorrow. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. So join back tomorrow where we'll continue on with our reading in Fluent Python. We will also...
Where did you host the website on?
Vercel. It's on Vercel, but so you can access it at michaeldeming.com, and you can see my site. We will be doing the spectroscopy project tomorrow. We'll do probably some leak code tomorrow. It's a Friday, so we'll do a longer stream into the evening after work. I appreciate you guys being here, so definitely come back tomorrow for the longer stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys are awesome. Thank you truly for being here and hanging out with me. We're at 2090 subs. We're almost at 2100, so hopefully soon we can cross over that threshold. What else? I'm hoping maybe this Saturday we can do our hackathon or our whackathon. So potentially look out for some announcements in the Discord regarding for some times this Saturday that we could potentially do that, or we could set it up for a different time that works for everybody else. We just need to start kind of planning that. I think that'd be super fun to kind of do like a round robin or a web jam where we select a universal topic. Yeah, where we select like a universal topic and that we all want to design or work on, and then we all decide to make the same thing, and then we compare results and see what everybody else's looks like. I think that'd be fun. We could learn a lot from each other, hang out in the Discord and talk while we're doing it, and I can stream the whole thing. Or we could potentially do an actual project and build a project all together as a group and assign out a couple of people to work on front end, a couple of people to work on back end or whatnot. We have to figure out some of the details in the Discord. But let me know what you guys think and what you guys prefer. And if you guys would like to participate, let me know as well.
Marcus says, try logging Google Broski. I had to use it and it was so good for this type of system.
Try logging it YouTube. I'm not sure what that means. Hey, how's it going? All right, you guys, thanks so much for being here. We'll get into the leak code again tomorrow, reading and start a new project. And then honestly, I've been procrastinating pretty bad starting up math. So my goal is, I think, come Monday math days, we will do math.
Like the web of backend logs.
Oh, gotcha. We will be coming on Monday, probably to do our beginning or our start of our math journey. So if you guys aren't aware that we're going to be going back and relearning calculus. I learned calculus back in college, at least up through calculus 1. But I don't remember anything except for that stupid ladder on the side of a wall problem that slides down. So we're going to be going back through and learning and teaching ourselves a calculus again. But also this time I'm going to be using Python and NumPy and Pandas as my kind of calculator, basically, rather than having a traditional like graphing calculator. I'm going to be using Matplotlib and Python and whatnot to be my calculator, so I can get familiarity with basically using math directly as like writing it into code, and getting practice that way. It'll be a challenge for sure, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run for us to be able to be fluent in mathematical language in programming. So which is what I really want to get in, because honestly a lot of people kind of fear and shy away from the math, but the people that know the math make the big money around here. So Anyways, I just want to learn it though for fun, and I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me this evening. Please join my Discord link down below where you can get access to all of my resources from courses, notes, everything. Um, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think. It's worth it. What's worth it? Something I said? I can't remember. What did I say? Or maybe calculus. All right, guys. Any last words before we sign off for tonight, and we'll come back tomorrow? I know this one's a little bit shorter. I'm sorry, but I did do over 5 hours yesterday on a weekday, so I'm pretty beat. Oh, gotcha. Yes. So, you know, and plus math will just help us also with the leak code problems. A lot of those leak code problems are like little math tricks and knowing your math like rules pretty well. So we could probably also improve and solve harder and harder leak code problems by improving our math. Um, you know, I just think it'll be fun. I also want to get into, like I said, I'm big into like the stock market. I have a pretty good track record so far of being able to kind of make my way through the market. I guess I have a good kind of touch and feel for it, for lack of better words. But I have some ideas for some strategies that I would like to test with some back testing algorithms. So potentially also getting into some back testing algorithms for stock market data is also something I would like to look into. Specifically, I have a theory that I've been doing for the past couple of years. It's been working.
Leander says new here.
So,
how long has it been since you've started programming?
Hey, Leander, what's going on, dude? I've been programming for 11 months. I started programming 11 months ago. We just finished up our 5th project, our professional portfolio website, which is this you see on my screen. And then we're going to start up another science-based project, the spectroscopy, coming tomorrow and this weekend. And then we're going to be getting into math, machine learning. It's honestly, I need to follow my own rules, you guys. I fall victim to the same thing, is when there's a lot coming, like a lot on the plate. There is so much in program to learn, but then I'm also stacking on just all these different angles and stuff I want to do. So I kind of get this overwhelming feeling like I don't even know where to start. So I need to just take my own advice and just do it, and it'll be a struggle at first, but we'll learn as we go. So I'm going to set a hard goal here for Monday, is when we're going to try to start our learning in math, and continue that on with machine learning. So potentially also cracking open this book.
Says math and ML goes hand in hand.
Yeah, so potentially cracking open this book as we go through our calculus classes. And really start. This one's not even that long, really, too. So we could potentially get through it. And a lot of this one is like visual stuff, like graphs and images and stuff. So it's honestly like half words, even that, half math, half images and plots. So it probably won't even. It's dense, but we could probably get through it. We just have a lot of other books: Python, Fluent Python, DSA and Python. Oh, it just never ends, you guys. And I want to be a guy that finishes stuff and not just keeps adding stuff on. But anyways, that's enough of my ramble. I really appreciate you guys being here. My name is Michael. I got a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a formulation chemist for a biotech company, where I actually program now for them. I actually kind of am a bioinformatics developer for them. I develop tools along with my actual physical formulations of chemical compounds and products that I build for them. I actually starting to build them actually software tools now, which is really awesome that I've been able to kind of wiggle my way into this situation. And it just goes to show you hard work and vouching for yourself and being persistent and showcasing what you can do, and just keeping your head down and going hard every day. Pause can show some results. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here. Please talk to me.